On Wednesday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry finally came in, sat down for a long time with Howard, which gave us plenty to talk about because we're in awe of both of them. And Jerry's attitude towards Howard was called into question, and here's what we thought. Jerry Seinfeld hadn't been on the show. He'd called in, you heard him on the phone, but hadn't been in studio for a long, long time, and spoke with Howard for over an hour and a half, covering a wide range of material, but they seemed genuinely excited to be back together again at the age of, that they're at.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry had a really interesting comment. They're the same exact age, and Jerry's like, he was talking about going over to talk to Dice in L.A. because there was some feud that wasn't really a feud. And he said, I feel this way about Dice. He goes, and Howard, I feel this way about you. The war's over, and I think they're both in the same place right now where it's just not worth fighting for the sake of fighting. They were very interested in the minutia of each other's lives.
Yes.
Every little tiny dumbass thing they wanted to know about each other.
Well, it didn't seem like anything was a tiny dumbass thing, at least in Jerry's eyes. He's interested in everything, which I'll get into in a second. But when he went in there, he didn't want to sit on the couch. He wanted a chair.
But in the green room, he did 4 minutes of that.
Saying it sucks the energy out
of him. He's sort of Larry King. Is that where I have to sit? Oh, I don't want to sit on the couch. And it's always hard to tell what's complaining and what's formulating a funny bit in your head.
I think it's both,
right? And
it's always both. It's just a matter of what the percentage is, right? Because when he first came in, he wanted to be closer to Howard and felt like, it gives more energy. And when sitting back on the couch, it takes something away.
He said, "Can you get me a chair?" He looked me in the eye. I said, "Can you get me a chair?" And I was going to come out and get him a chair, and I got to the back little door, and Howard goes, "Oh, Jerry, just be quiet and sit on the couch."
Would you say it's fair to call Jerry irritable?
Jerry calls himself irritable.
I know.
Howard keeps saying angry, but he says irritable. And there's actually a really good interview in Entertainment Weekly where he talks about how he had Letterman on his show, and as soon as Letterman got there, he was irritated. And Jerry talks about how he can feed into anybody's irritation.
Why don't you think Jerry said he's not big on enjoyment? What did he mean by that? Like, do you really think he doesn't enjoy things in life?
Well, he says he doesn't. And he goes, what was the line? It's like, my job is to make other people enjoy it. I don't have to enjoy it. That's either very evolved or I don't know what else you would call it.
I think he meant that more as a comedian. Like, if I can make you laugh, I'm okay. Versus, it seems to, and it's always been about that for Jerry. Like, making the other people laugh and killing in whatever situation. If it's 2 people, if it's 200, 2,000.
Well, that story he told about performing for the 16 people on the couches was amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And when he said, "Hey, if I get 10 of the 16, it means I'm killing."
What did you think of when he said that success is the enemy of comedy?
I think that, again, you hear rock stars talk about this too, that, people do their best. I read a ton of biographies. I love to read biographies. And the best part of somebody's biography for me is always the struggle. The struggle right till they got to that moment where it broke open for them. And then I find a lot of times after that it gets very boring. And I think what he's saying is that you can't, if you're not struggling, then you're not really honing your craft.
The thing that really resonated with me during the interview was how Jerry kept saying and took pride in the fact that he's always working on his material. And Howard's like, well, if we go out, you're not. And Jerry's like, no, I'm always working on material. But Jerry, on the other hand, later was saying he's very happy with his wife. He's happy with his life. Yet Howard seemed to be really not thrown by that, but fascinated by it.
Well, confused. And that's when it got into what I thought was the most interesting part of the interview, when Howard's like, well, when you're talking to if you're fighting with your wife. And so now Howard's going down the psychotherapy road, and he tries to bring Jerry down there. Like, Jerry, I bet you didn't like your father, this, that. And Jerry totally deflected. And he's like, this is a bunch of bullshit. And, oh, do you two, is that what you two talk about in your therapy?
Yeah.
Dripping sarcasm, which I thought was great. Jerry's like, listen, I think therapy is bullshit and I'm not going, and you guys are wasting your money.
Not only did he say that, he's like, just do it. Well, I'm thinking about, no, just do it. And Howard's like, no, you got to process it. And Jerry's like, no, just if you want to do something, you do it now. And he's in a position in life where he can do that. And sometimes people take advantage of that, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah, I also thought it was interesting how he talked about that, and I don't know whether this is being really self-aware or even a little bit of smugness. When Howard said, well, when you walk in a room, do you think everybody says, oh, Jerry Seinfeld's here? And he goes, no. And Howard goes, really? He goes, no. He goes, I really don't think about what other people are thinking about.
But the one thing that stuck with me was Jerry saying the way he speaks about comedians, and we've heard it before. Like when comedians talk to other comedians, it's a different kind. It's a club that you're not in, unless you're, And I couldn't tell if he was kidding about Howard not being funny enough, or he really did feel Howard wasn't funny enough to kind of have that kind of conversation.
See, but if you were saying just stand-ups, like I thought it was interesting because Jerry Lewis is not a stand-up. Now I know that him and Dean Martin did do a stand-up routine back in the 50s, long before Jerry could have possibly seen it. So when Howard said, is Jerry Lewis funny, Jerry just gave him this look like, are you fucking kidding me? And he started reeling off all his movies. So I'd say in the same way that you say that Jerry Lewis is funny, Howard Stern is funny. But maybe Jerry Seinfeld doesn't recognize that.
What did Robin mean during the interview when she stopped and had that realization, quote, you are Seinfeld? What was she trying to say? Because
he goes, that what you see is what you get. Like the guy on the show is pretty much the guy that was being interviewed.
Is that surprising to you?
Not to me.
What about you, Ronnie?
I just came in for a comment, that's all. After he left the show, he went downstairs and he had like a meeting with his people. And I'm not going to say what they talked about, but he was up last night preparing for Howard. He came in with his exact words were, he had ammunition if Howard went to certain subjects.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I had told his publicist that Howard really is working on preparing for this interview. Howard did homework, a lot of homework. Went to go back and look at old Jerry stand-up clips, wanted to really be ready.
He almost seemed surprised that Howard put that much work into it. But Jerry clearly put a lot of work into it as well. Stephen in Brooklyn, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think Curb Your Enthusiasm is equally as good and probably better than Seinfeld?
Well, they're different. I mean, Seinfeld was great for its time. I don't know that a show like Curb could have been on when Seinfeld was on. So you got to take each of the shows for their period of time, but they're both great shows.
Right. They both basically have the same kind of ironic comedy. And it's obvious that Larry David created the Jerry Seinfeld show, don't you think?
No,
maybe
it's not obvious at
Jerry's
all.
a little upset. No,
I think it's obvious that Larry David is George Costanza, and I think a lot of the stories in Seinfeld are Larry David stories, but
it's a collaborative show.
It's both of them. And even when Howard was going through a couple of the Seinfeld episodes, Jerry said, I didn't write that one, or, Larry wrote that one, like The Contest, Larry wrote that one. But
right.
I think it's 50-50. At the end of Seinfeld's run, though, you could tell that Larry David wasn't there anymore.
Hey, well, thank God for Porsches. Now Jerry realized he's able to talk to people. He can talk to regular people. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, what do you guys think of his show and that whole concept of comedians getting coffee in cars?
I love it. I watched the Michael Richards one. I watched the Mario Joyner and Colin Quinn one. I watched a bunch of them. I think the show's really great.
You're a car guy. Have you seen any of them?
No, I haven't seen it, but I'm going to check into it now because he's got a great car collection.
Yeah, he does.
Amazing car collection.
I just want to go back for a second. I want to tell my one little interaction that I had with Larry David, because I told this to Howard after we went to break, and I was surprised at Howard's attitude about this. So I had an opportunity to go to a taping of a Seinfeld show many years ago, one of the greatest ones ever. I was at the Junior Mints episode, which is also the episode where Larry has a girlfriend whose name rhymes with Private Parts, but he can't remember her name. Mulva, exactly. And I was with somebody who knew Larry David, somebody who used to work at a comedy club. So we go down to the set after the show is done, and she sees Larry, and the show's really it's a hit show. And she says to Larry David, Larry, congratulations on your success. You must be so happy. This must be so great. He goes, it's not. It's fucking terrible. And she goes, why? He goes, now there's so much pressure. I have to write shows every week, and I have to be good. So I told Howard that, thinking that Howard would go, well, that's crazy. And Howard's like, I totally understand that. I totally understand that you can't enjoy something when you do it, the pressure of having to keep churning it out. And I said, well, what would be the point of putting a show out there, right? You say, I want to get a show. You bring it to NBC. What's the point of pitching a show if you're not going to enjoy it when it does well? And Howard had an explanation for that. He said he thinks that anybody who can enjoy it isn't successful.
Well, a lot of times creators feel that it's the work. I mean, that's really what you kind of get out of it, even though you're both talking about two brilliant comedians. And I think with Larry David and Howard, yeah, they bust their asses, and it's constant work and it's constant pressure to do well. And even if it's then it's the next one and the next one and the next one. And eventually you kind of get caught up in that mentality. And if you're looking at it as hey, wow, we're doing something pretty great here, you think you've lost a step.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, that's their mentality.
By the way, it's probably the number one tweet or email that I get. How come Larry David's never been on the show? And the answer is he's never asked to be on the show. And I don't think he does a lot of interviews. But do you think a Larry David Howard Stern interview would be interesting, or do you think it would be too weird? Because people seem to think they're a lot alike.
I think it would be both. I would love to see it. I think that there are a lot of similarities between the two of them, and Larry David is a little bit off, but so is Howard in some ways. And I would love to hear that conversation. I think it would be a very, very interesting one. John in California, you're on the wrap-up show.
Thanks. Hey, Gary, was Jerry getting kind of short with Howard on his questions? It seems like some of his answers are just just getting kind of pissed on some of them. Did he come across that way at all?
No. I guess you have to see it. It's just, sometimes Jerry just But no, I didn't get that. I watched the whole thing on the TV monitor, and that's, it's different when you're seeing it as opposed to hearing it, and I did not get that impression at all.
Did you get the feeling that both guys were looking for the angle as they had the conversation? And that's what I thought, John. Like, Jerry was kind of, sometimes he would answer short to look for an opening, and Howard would sort of ask a question a certain way. It was pretty cool watching them go at it.
Hello?
Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry, guys. It just seemed like his answering was real short and just, like, God damn it, get through the next questions. Yeah, I don't know. It's something I noticed. Thanks, guys. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
You're welcome, John. I think that's also part of Jerry's personality. That's the kind of guy he is, and he sort of rubs off you that way.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't sense any sort of weirdness at all today, so I'm not sure. Maybe if somebody else wants to call in and they heard it, let me know.
What did you think of that July 5th party invite? Both the way it was presented, and do you think Howard will follow through? Here's
what makes that fascinating, and I'm missing half the equation. I'm dying to know who's having the other party. That makes it such an interesting...
the one Howard's already going to.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I don't know whether it's a really good friend of Howard's or whether it's a big name person, and now you have to decide which one to go to. But Robin, again, this is so funny. Robin said, Howard, people go to two parties. That seemed like he discovered fire.
Well, I was referring to the way Jerry asked him because, my wife knows your wife. I really don't care if you come or not.
Well, I think, again, you could look at it that way. I think it was Jerry saying, hey, I'm not asking you to come because you're Howard Stern. I'd like you to come just because, my wife knows your wife, and I think it would be fun to have you.
Jerry also said he was embarrassed by the Forbes article talking.
Very interesting.
Yeah, and was really upset about it. Look, he makes a lot of money. He did very well in that syndication deal. If it's not 800, then who knows what it is.
Well, and that was a discussion because I was talking to somebody that works here, and he goes, so say it's 500. So I go, okay, say it's grossly overstated. Say it's 200 million. So what? I mean, is there a huge difference between 200 million and 800 million for your average person?
About 600 million. But yeah,
right,
I know what you mean.
I mean, how much with 200 million you could do a lot.
Yes, you certainly can.
John, what's your favorite Seinfeld episode of all time? Because I have one that really stands out to me.
I love the Magic Loogie one where they do the Kennedy.
Jerry loves that one. That's one of his favorites.
I think that one's great, mostly because of the Roger McDowell performance towards the end. And, of course, any Keith Hernandez episode I think is great, too. For me, I love the one with the Bubble Boy.
Great.
And when they're playing...
Some people don't like that one. It's a straight... I like it.
And when he says moops instead of moors and George tries to punch them. But again, what about you? What's yours?
Listen, I really do like the masturbation episode, but I think the one that I really loved that I thought was great was when George slept with the cleaning lady for a cashmere sweater, and they call him in, and the guy says, it's come to our attention, you've been sleeping with the cleaning lady here at the office on the desk, and there's a long pause, and he goes, was that wrong?
George Costanza, I mean, what a great character. The other George thing that comes to mind when you said that was, well, when he goes for the unemployment and he's trying to get the, not work and all that stuff, but it's a visual, but when he's at the party with the clown and there's a fire and he shoves the grandmother out of the way to get out of there. Oh man, the list doesn't end.
I tell you, I didn't appreciate it at the time, but in reruns, you know what I do like? I like the whole Steinbrenner thing. At the time, I thought it was sort of like bullshitty.
Voiced by
Larry David.
Larry David, that's right. Kristen in Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Kristen?
Good. I was just calling to comment on kind of the last listener's comment regarding Jerry's kind of interaction with Howard, and I have to agree. Actually, just listening anyway, it almost sounded like at times Jerry was a little short, little smug at times. And I love Seinfeld. I mean, I've seen Atlantic City. I watched the show. I love it. But I had to kind of agree as being a listener. I didn't watch it, but just listening, it did sound a little bit like that.
What do you think, John?
I could see it. I mean, I heard it a couple of times, but I think that's part of who Jerry is. And when he's doing an interview, I said before, it's kind of his way of mixing it up a little bit. I do think that he has an arrogance, but I think it's one that's been earned.
Yes.
If you will.
John and I talked about this earlier. We're like, I mean, there is a little bit of smugness with Jerry, but Jerry's totally earned it. And then there's other people. We think that a lot of comedians in general have a little bit of a smugness to them. And then John and I were talking about ones that didn't earn it and they piss us off.
Right. If you earn that smugness, that's one thing. And Jerry certainly has earned it. With Howard said that when you think of the great comedians, sometimes Jerry's left off that list. And he asked Jerry if it bothered him. And he said no, he wouldn't put himself in the same class as Pryor and a couple others.
Well, Pryor and Carlin were the two I would always come up.
Now, do you agree with that?
Before Jerry did the TV show, after Jay Leno, he was the guy that he wasn't nationally known. Even though you saw him on TV a lot, he didn't have a TV show. People would talk about like he is a comic. He is one of those guys that works a lot and is a brilliant comedian. I saw him at Westbury Music Fair before he had the TV show. And I agree. I mean, it's one of the best sets I've ever seen. All the Superman stuff and all that other stuff. But I think that I almost wonder that because Jerry wasn't like doing the cutting edge stuff, like we talked about Richard Pryor talking about getting burned up or cursing or that kind of thing, whether he moves down the list.
Yeah, he's definitely up there, but whenever you bring it up, people always hesitate. They're kind of like thinking about it. Whereas Seinfeld, the comedy, it's top 3 all time, I think, on everybody's list. Brian in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Awesome to speak to you. Huge Seinfeld fan, man. Huge. I was kind of off-put for the simple fact that when Jerry was in, he kind of seemed to not give Howard the credit that he deserves on his comedic ability. He kind of was like saying that Jerry wasn't a comedian, or that Howard wasn't a comedian. You know what I mean?
I couldn't tell. John, I talked about this too. I couldn't tell if Jerry was sort of jabbing Howard, like whether he really didn't mean that, but saying it was just sort of poking him for fun.
I think it was a bit of a poke, but I also think he was saying Howard's not a stand-up comedian. It's different because Jerry analyzes comedy to death. There's different, like Jerry clearly is stand-up who then went, and I thought this was interesting too. He was talking about Leno. You either go the talk show route or you go the sitcom route. With Howard, it's a different brand of comedy. He's a different type of entertainer. Because when we did the ID with him, he was talking, he couldn't believe that Howard was on from 6 till 10:45, 10:30 every day. I mean, that is, Chris Rock always comments on how he'd go crazy after, doing it for a week. But I do think that Jerry does find Howard funny. And what I was going to ask Ronnie, but he stepped out, was if Howard did do Jerry's show, would he be comfortable in the car? And do you think it would be a similar conversation to what we heard today?
I think it would be a lot like what we heard today. Howard would be like, "Oh my God, why did I agree to this? Why did you bring this little shitty MG? I'm 6'6". Why are we going to Brooklyn? Can't we just go around the corner from my house?"
Jared in Detroit, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey now.
Hey, Jared.
Great interview, and I just love to hear Seinfeld's analysis of comedy. There's two comedians that really changed my perspective on what the comedy lifestyle is all about. Artie, for one, as far as the lifestyle and, the grind of going from city to city. And I used to think that comedians were like the most happiest-go-lucky people in the world, but he obviously changed my perspective on that. And then Seinfeld's the other one as far as just the science and the art form of it. It's not enough to just be a funny guy, but there's so many variables that go into it. You obviously have to have the funny premise, but you have to have choose the right verbiage and have the right cadence. And it's just really interesting to hear him break it down.
He did a thing in the New York Times on their website a couple of weeks ago where he sort of broke down how he created a joke or a bit that he did. And it is, some comedians will say, like, this is bullshit. It's not a science. You either got it or you haven't. Jerry treats it like a science.
Yeah, that article's still up there, and there's some video, too, that goes along with it where you can see him doing his thing. But another moment that stood out for me was, I forgot what the conversation was, but Howard responded to Jerry and like kind of waved his hands a little bit and did a thing. And Jerry goes, that was a Kramer. Like, you did a really good Kramer moment there. And it was actually a Kramer moment without Howard even realizing it. But today, with Howard talking to Larry King and then Howard talking to Jerry Seinfeld, I mean, these are the days you dream of, because you've got literally the best in the business doing their thing.
Two great guests, two great interviews. And by the way, I talked to Howard about this after the show too. So much work went into both of them. You know what I mean? There was a lot of work. Howard really wanted a lot of research on both of them. He was very well prepared. He could have taken these interviews in any number of directions. He was ready for everything.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked about JD and his diet, and he said Will's a liar about how many cupcakes he eats. We talked about using the N-word in rap songs and whether it's appropriate for white people to sing it. We talked about Ronnie's tattoo. A hell of a lot went on. Here's what it was.
Why are you calling Will a liar?
Because he lied about me on the show today.
What did he lie about?
The cupcakes.
Not the Cheetos and the Pepsi?
So listen, sometimes if I don't eat breakfast usually, but if I'm hungry.
Sometimes you don't eat breakfast usually.
Sometimes I don't eat breakfast. Okay? And if for some reason a certain day I feel like it, I will go to the vending machine and I will get chips because I'm not going to eat a Hershey chocolate bar.
Why? Why are Doritos better than a Hershey bar?
Well, I don't know. Something tells me I thought the chips would be healthier.
Well, they're both not good, but are you saying that you don't eat any, when the crumb stuff comes on Wednesday, you don't eat any of it?
I'm not saying I never have.
Then Will's not a liar.
Oh no, okay. He said I've gone there with 2 or 3. He said I carried a box. He's being an asshole.
Well, the box he was kidding about, but he said he said
I'm not eating.
You were down on him like Tic Tacs.
No, okay, because he's being fucking jokester Will. No, if I have one.
Does jokester Will get under your skin?
Yes, he does. Yes.
Have you told him this? Have you told him this in a serious way? Not like play along, oh, you're breaking my balls. Like, really, it's getting on my nerves.
Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
But you think that people would nobody does that here.
Well, I want to know if he actually tried to do that.
Listen, there's no way to do that with anyone around here. You just gotta take it.
It's like it would be like walking into the 7th grade and telling the guy who mocks all day, "Hey, you're hurting my feelings."
It's like Ian Poulter yesterday tweeting that thing.
Excellent analogy.
You can't do that.
So does it hurt when Gary's flashing pictures in there and Howard's talking about how heavy you are and how you don't care about your life? And
can I start by saying I did feel bad about doing that, but when I walked in this morning and I saw those pictures on the wall. And I saw that one picture, I said, holy crap, I knew you were thinner when you started working for us, but I realized that picture was taken here. So you got heavier here.
Listen, after I got done with the meds, something happened. I don't know if that was it or my body somehow changed all of a sudden.
Yeah, you turned 30.
Yeah, whatever, yeah.
No, but shit happens.
Gary, I know.
Well, also his hair is longer. He's not shaven. He looks different than he does in those photos.
But you can
regardless of the weight.
I've been playing around with a few looks, yes. few styles.
You've been trying out.
I do what I can.
As Howard would say, why don't you play with thin for a while? See how that goes.
All right. Well, you know what? I would if I had the discipline to do
Who
it.
here is thin enough for Howard besides Howard?
Will.
Fred?
Will.
Yeah.
Steve Brandano.
Probably Brandano, yeah.
Joe in Mount Pleasant, you're on the wrap-up show. Hi, Joe.
Oh, hey, John, Gary. Hey, do you guys think Howard's a little underweight for his height?
How much does he say he weighs?
He didn't,
I
but
think he says he went around the 190 some area.
Yeah, that's thin.
He declared himself thin today.
Yes, I mean,
which he rarely does.
Right. You don't see guys in the NBA. They don't say 6'5", 190.
But even when Howard's in good shape, he thinks he's fat.
Right.
He's got that mentality. We've discussed that before.
Yeah.
And as a result, we're all fat. You were offended that he called you fat today.
I have definitely put back some weight. I definitely need to lose some weight. He's right. It's about 15 pounds. But that's, he makes it sound like, here's the thing. You realize when you walk out of these doors that you're a little overweight, but he makes you feel like you're the fattest person in the world.
And these people hear it over the air, and that's how they see you as.
But how often do you meet people who hear you on the show, and the first thing they say to you is, wow, you're not as fat as Howard says you are?
It would happen all the time at the certain events. Like as I say, at the block parties, it would happen. And yeah. So
but
there's that.
But see, the thing with JD is, if you saw JD's not fat, but JD's just so much heavier than the way we met him. So to us, it makes a big difference. But you're right. I wouldn't I look at JD and say JD needs to lose some weight, but I wouldn't say, he's like big and fat. But you do look a lot different than the guy we met.
I am well aware. By
the way, the other thing I get, which is not an insult in any way, shape, or form, is, oh my God, your teeth are not as big as Howard says.
And sometimes I get you see, you're talking fine. You're talking fine. Well, yeah, I'm having a one-on-one conversation with you.
And you're hot and I want to bang you.
Well, something like that. Well, sometimes it's a guy.
Ronnie. What are you doing?
He's tweeting.
No, I'm not. I'm answering a text message.
You want me to wait and let me know when I can talk to you? I don't want to be distracted.
Work related?
Right,
Yes.
Ronnie, a lot of people are accusing you of getting that tattoo for yourself, not really for your girlfriend, and then saying, oh, okay, I threw the C on there just to make it sort of for her, but it really was for you. You wanted that Superman logo.
No, I like the logo, and it served two purposes, okay?
That C is very, very tiny, though. Would you agree?
Well, that's the whole idea. Why would I put this big, giant C in a logo that I like, but it has the same meaning, just a smaller version?
Why not get her name tattooed or something else that's more
stupid? I'm not putting somebody's name
Why?
on.
Why is it stupid?
I put my dog's name on me. That's it.
So it was stupid when you did that?
No.
Way smarter, by the way.
You realize,
much smarter.
You realize that most women would be insulted by the idea that you're willing to put your dog's name on your body, but not their name.
Carrie,
I'm just
I
saying.
did this for her. She knows that, okay?
Did she ask for you to get that?
We were talking about doing something for each other, okay?
Did she get a tattoo for you?
No, not yet. I don't know if she's going to.
Okay.
But we had talked about it. And I decided this is what I wanted to do. I like the logo. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Why does it fucking bother everybody so much? That's what I want to know.
It doesn't bother
No, it
people.
does bother people.
No, we're just curious.
It bothers Howard to no end.
We're curious to your mindset. That's
Jeez,
all.
I guess my mind is fucked up according to everybody around
Nobody
here.
said that.
I'm saying it.
What bothered?
I'm saying it because you guys, the way you're acting.
I haven't said anything. I haven't really weighed in on this at all.
What seemed to bother Howard is that you're not a Superman, like a real Superman fan.
I like Superman. I grew up with Superman. I watched George Reeves. I watched it till he dropped dead. You know, what do you want from me?
You didn't even know
I don't have to be an expert. I like the
Expert,
TV
you didn't
show.
know what kryptonite was.
I know what it is.
That's not what you said on the air when you were quizzed.
Look, Will, go worry about whatever you got to worry about. Don't worry about me.
Now,
okay?
do you think
that's what he's worried about?
Don't worry about me.
Can't help it.
Please don't.
Is the tattoo in lieu of an engagement ring or something else?
No.
Does it help? Okay, it's not in lieu.
But when I did it, it was like I gave her a 10-carat ring.
So
she was so excited when I came home.
Would you think subliminally it helps put that discussion off a little bit?
No, because we've had this discussion. We've had the discussion.
I heard she has it, and you just listen.
Yeah, okay. No, I answered. I had comments.
What tattoo would you like her to get for you?
I have no clue. She'll do whatever she wants.
Doesn't bother you?
No.
And do you expect to see like a little M on the bottom of it, like you did with yours?
I don't know what she's going to do.
She should get a shark eating a dolphin. Or a shark eating a baby. Is that what he has?
No, I got a shark with bones coming out of its mouth. It's no baby's head. Like everybody, he's always saying there's a baby's head. There's no baby's head.
Why did the security team run the other way at
Nobody
AGT?
ran at all.
I'm telling you, that's what Howard said.
I know what Howard said.
So you were in on this prank?
I wasn't in on the prank.
You were aware of the prank?
No, I was not aware of the prank. I was aware 3 hours ahead of time that Howie Mandel came in with a rubber snake to the building. I didn't know what he was going to do with it.
Is that like something that you guys whisper that in your sleeve, or someone just mentions it to you?
No, we saw it. We were standing right there. He was making a whole scene outside the building when he was coming in.
So why not?
And they have that on camera. So if you guys want to see it, ask AGT to show it.
So why not let Howard know that Howie's got a rubber snake and maybe up to something?
Why would I tell him that? I have no idea what he was doing. What he could have brought it for somebody's kid. It was in a bag.
Aren't you hired to protect Howard?
From a rubber snake?
Well, who knows?
Gary,
at least give him a heads up.
Gary, would you have made Howard aware?
Yeah. Will, you were going to...
I'd be very honest.
You are so full of shit.
What?
Look at you. You're laughing your ass off already because you know it's stupid.
I would have done...
I'm going to go, Howard. Guess what? Howie brought a rubber snake into the building.
This is how you do it. This is how I really would have done it. You would seem foolish if you said, Howard, as your head of security, I want to let you know that Howie Mandel has a rubber snake. That's foolish. Mm-hmm. However, in your conversation with Howard, you could say, it's the weirdest thing. Howie was out front with this rubber snake. I don't know what he's got planned for, but it was weird. He was shooting the whole thing with it.
Why not do something like that?
Why do I have to say? I'm not supposed to be involved in anything. Remember last year I was involved in too many things.
No, you're involved with protecting Howard.
From a rubber snake?
He doesn't want to be pranked.
Ronnie's too busy with his own pranks.
But he wasn't pranking anybody. He was pranking everyone, not just Howard. But I didn't have anything to do with it and knew nothing about it.
So it's okay if you prank everyone, if Howard's included?
John, please, give me a break.
Why was everyone so curious about this car that you got?
I don't know either. That's another thing.
You got a car?
Yeah, I got a car.
When did you get it?
2 weeks ago.
And what is it?
3 weeks ago, actually.
And what is it?
It's a Dodge Charger SRT8.
Year? Brand new?
13, yeah. 13.
Yeah, I caught that in the middle. What was King of All Blacks, what was his complaint? That you got a used car?
No, it's a car. He's claiming that in 2015 they're changing the body style. How he knows that, I don't know.
He went on futurecars.com.
Yeah, well, good for him.
But the point is that you're always going to be chasing something.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it right now.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How many cars do you have?
I got that in the pace car.
That's it?
Oh, no truck?
I got rid of the truck for the Dodge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does they go really fast?
Does it really go fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll pin your head against the seat. 470 horsepower.
So where do you take it out?
I drive it. It's my car.
But where can
you can't drive that fast locally.
Where can you take it out to open it up? You go Sunday mornings, like down on the Meadowbrook Parkway, that kind of thing?
Yeah, out by Jones Beach Highway. Yeah, I take the pace car out there, too.
That's what a lot of people do. Sunday mornings.
Yeah, early, 6 o'clock.
Not in the summer, by the way.
Gary,
I go in the summer.
You wanted to chime in when the new Jay-Z song on the top 5 started because you're having, I wouldn't say issues with your youngest son.
I set him straight. He's like, no, it's fine. It's cool. I talked to the guys. You can use the N-word. I'm like, no, you can't.
So is he not going to use it, you think?
I found a lot of disturbing things out on this vacation, but one of them was that he claims that they call him the something N-word. Like, that's their thing. He's like, no, it's cool. Yeah, I said, don't do it. Just because those guys say it's okay doesn't make it okay. You shouldn't be using that word anyway, and just stop it.
Who is them? More white kids, or there are some black kids?
No, there's some black kids. So the black kids have let him they call him, like, I don't know if they call him the albino N-word or whatever, because he's like really blonde.
The black kid in Greenwich.
Right.
What were you going to say, Steve?
No, that's what I wanted to know, because
gonna...
it makes a difference. I mean, if your white friends are telling you, it doesn't matter.
Well, like when you see Jason singing these songs, and I don't know if he actually uses the N-word.
He does, but I think he thinks he's being funny. I think he's just in the sense of like, I'm a white guy and I'm singing what a black guy wrote, and I'm just being true to the lyrics. I think that's his sort of inside joke. But why shouldn't you be able to sing a song? In other words, if I want to sing Blurred Lines, why can I not sing Magna Carta, what's it called? Magna Carta something or other?
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail. Why can't I sing that song as it was written? Why?
Because the N-word's in it and you shouldn't be saying it.
But that's how the song is written.
But you're not the guy singing it. I understand what you're saying.
When you write songs, isn't the point of writing a song to touch people and to move them and to get them to sing along?
Yes, and if you feel comfortable singing that, you should go for it. We'll clap along. Go for it.
I'll play a devil's advocate, but I'm not singing that out loud.
I don't know. Will, what do you think? Is Jason, does he sing the songs verbatim, or does he...
Who are we talking
edit
about,
himself?
Jason Kaplan?
Yeah. Big Kanye,
Oh, no,
Jay-Z
he has a big
fan.
issue with the N-word.
Yeah, I've never heard Jason.
He claimed
I'm asking,
the other day,
I don't know.
and we were having an argument in the back office, that he claimed that if he owned a business and he heard two black guys using the N-word in the business, in the kitchen, he would tell them to stop.
He would.
I don't believe that for
Good
one
luck with
second.
that.
Exactly.
Can we get tickets for that?
Were you waiting outside?
What? No, I heard you guys say whether I sing the N-word in this
Do
song, so I
you?
came down
Like,
here.
you're a big Jay-Z fan. In that
No.
song, when you're singing along, what do you do?
I change it to homies.
What?
Homies, yeah. Because I don't like saying N-word, and it screws up the song when you're wrapping it around.
In a lot of ways, homies is way more.
Yeah, that
offensive.
might be more racist than saying the N-word.
It
now
might
that
be.
think about it.
I have a.
Why not say coloreds?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I can't. I don't like saying the N-word. Like, my wife listens to the same music I do, if not more, and she'll just say the word when she's singing along with it. And
She just shouts it, man.
Yeah. And I tell her, I'm like, oh no, that makes me uncomfortable. So she'll just do it more.
But I think this whole thing is sort of a bit of a rite of passage because we talked about this on the air. I went through this with my older son. That song, Nelly's song, Country Grammar.
Gary, you've already lost the battle. Your kid's on Xbox? He used to play online?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's heard the N-word every single imaginable way you can hear it.
There's one, hearing it is not the issue.
Right.
Knowing not to say it again is the issue. But that's on Country Grammar. There's a line, and we played it on the air, where he uses the N-word about 17 times in a row. And I said to Howard, we even had somebody on, it might have even been D.L. Hughley, and we said, like, is it okay to say this? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, is it okay for Gary's son to say it? He's like, no.
Where do you come down on all this?
I stay out of it. That's not my deal. I don't want to be in the middle of that shit.
So you have no opinion?
Listen, the guy didn't fight for the union for nothing, right?
You know? I mean, what's his name? Angry Black put up a thing the other day on Twitter, and he put something about he got his 24-year-old girlfriend to squirt, and I said, great deal, dude. And he goes, he wrote me back, my nigga. Well, what does that mean? That because I'm on his team now?
Yes.
What did you think it meant?
You're a team.
Well, that's what I thought it meant. But I'm not. I didn't. I said, cool it down, dude, with that. You know.
Paul in Ohio, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Hey, Paul.
I got a perfect word for you to use for your drops when you're listening to your rap song. Just use the word ninja. It fits in. Try any song you know and throw that line in. That works perfectly.
Jason, have you and your wife tried using the word ninja instead of the N-word? Would you feel more comfortable with that?
No, but I'll try it. I probably feel more comfortable with any other word. I don't know. I can't.
What are you afraid of?
No, it's just I don't. I'll tell you.
Are you afraid of getting like punched in the head?
No, it just sounds like such a horrible. I don't know. I just can't think of a worse thing to say.
It is a horrible thing.
If you're alone in your car listening to the song, you're telling me that you're going to say homies or something else, or are you just going to sing it as it is?
I'll just like drown out.
But if it's such a horrible word, then why did Jay-Z put it in the song 72 times?
Because it's so confusing. I don't know. I don't know. It's a horrible word, but then some people, especially people who would be called that word, can use it in a way that makes it seem cool and awesome, and they're selling it. But then if I say it, it's horrible and mean, and I don't know. The whole thing is just very confusing. So I err on the side of just stay the fuck away from it.
Yeah, but when
just
you say it's so horrible,
as possible.
You say, "Oh, I can't say because it's so horrible," but you'll listen to it 1,000 times in the song.
It's art, man. It's art.
So why don't you turn it off?
It's art.
If it
I like
offends
the
you so
songs.
much,
it doesn't offend me in the sense that, like, I don't know. It doesn't offend me if I hear it in a song used by a black person. I don't know. It doesn't offend me in the same way. But coming out of my mouth or coming out of somebody else's mouth, like if Gary just dropped it in casual conversation, it would be it would be like being hit over the head with a mallet.
So what did you do at the Kanye show? Were you singing along, or were you just nodding your head?
First of all, I could barely rap along to rap. Like it's very fast, and I don't have that. I'm not making a claim of being John Lieberman over here. I can't exactly spit out the rhymes, but I just don't say it. I don't know what to tell you. I try my best when singing along with the songs not to say it. Has it ever happened? I can't say I've never. I certainly can't say I've never said the word in my life. But I don't know.
But you're offended by the word because you said when we had that argument in the back office that if you saw two black employees using the word at your restaurant, you would tell them to stop.
I said yes.
Well, how did you use the word? You said you've used it.
They were talking about Paula Deen, and Paul. Oh, have I used it?
Yeah,
I don't probably singing along with a rap lyric. I mean, I haven't used it like in conversation. I'm just saying I can't say.
I was just
like Paul Deen up here on the stand.
I was looking up something online because I wanted to make sure it was true. I heard Maya Angelou talking about how she met Tupac on the set of Poetic Justice, and how he was using all these words, and she took him to the side and gave him a talking to, and he started to cry. She gave it, but
he wanted her to stop. He's bored out of his mind.
But I do think there's an age thing too. I think that like the younger black guys think like, hey man, I can do what I want because they may not have gone through the same struggle, and the older people are sort of like, this is bullshit, man. We went through the civil rights movement, like don't use that word.
I do think it's bullshit and hypocritical for people, and I'm not saying that Jay-Z does this, but people like Jay-Z and Kanye who use the word in their music, if they were ever to get offended by somebody else using that word, especially in an entertaining context. It's one thing to go up to a guy and say, hey, fuck you, say the word. But if it's just some kid, rap or just using it as part of his lingo, then they have to bear some responsibility in keeping that word out there and cool.
Now, you're Jewish. Do you ever use offensive words like because you're Jewish and talk about other Jewish people, and you can because you are?
Yeah. I mean, I again, I don't think there's anything as offensive as that word for Jews. But yeah, I mean, like, I'll sit there. What?
There is.
What? Kite?
Maki.
I've never heard that in my life.
You never heard Maki?
Maki?
Yeah.
No, never.
But you never hear anyone throwing around the word kike.
Right.
Without it being derogatory.
But I will say that I'm very.
You haven't heard a song.
I'm very cavalier in using the word Jew like that.
Right.
And if I heard somebody else using the word Jew like that wasn't Jewish, I would.
Well, what's wrong with using the word Jew? It depends on how you use it.
Right. Yeah, it's how you use it. Like if I go, that's a very Jew thing to do. I don't know for different. Exactly. But it's not right of me either. If I was going to put out a song that's a Jew, and then somebody else started using Jew, I guess I couldn't really say much about it.
Like my father used to refer to, there were Italians that he hated, and he used to refer to them as greaseballs. Greaseballs were the Italians that embarrassed all the other Italians. But I think that, somebody else called, if somebody would have said to my father, hey, your uncle's a greaseball, he'd get pissed.
What about Ginzo? Is that
No, Guido.
No, there was also Ginzo.
Ginzo was one.
Well, really old racist terms.
What's Ginzo? Even I don't know.
What is Maki? I don't even know what that is.
Ginzo's an old Italian, he's a fucking Ginzo.
I've heard Maki before. I've never heard Ginzo.
But what does it mean?
Maki's like it's an anti-Semitic slur.
Yeah.
For what, fish? Or?
I don't know where it came from.
I don't know where it came from either, but I hear it a lot of times.
Matt in New Orleans, you're on the wrap-up show.
Maki.
Hey now.
Hey, Matt.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I think everyone's being a little too sensitive about the word. I mean, the word shouldn't be said by anyone. I'm from the deep South, man. I mean, I've grown up with that word my entire life, on both sides, black and white. I mean, the rappers that call themselves that and use it in their music, I mean, I don't see anything wrong in saying it, but I just think everybody's being way too sensitive about the word. I mean, you're breaking it down to like Niggaz compared to Nigger. It's like 2 or 3 letters that people are freaking out over. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, Matt,
shouldn't be said.
Matt, do you think Jason has the right to break up the argument between his 2 employees who may be using it with one another?
That's not what I said.
Yes,
by
it
the way.
is.
No, I did not say that. I said if people, we were talking about Paula Deen, and she said that, my chefs use it all, my cooks in the back used it all the time. And guess what? Everyone has to be comfortable at work. Every employee. So if I walked back into work and there were 2 employees, black employees or white employees that were using that word a lot and loudly and in a way that was offending other people, then yeah, that's not at work. There's language you use at work and there's language you don't use at work.
Well, Jason runs a tight ship. Thanks for calling, Matt.
Ship.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, we had Sal come by following his dance in love with Tan Mom. And you'll find out that he really does like Tan Mom. Tan Mom really does like him. And Sal has some ideas on the best way to work that relationship. Over to Tan Mom, who came in first today. And she was sober and definitely not all over the place in some ways, but in some ways she'll always be all over the place because that's her personality. Like with the song, which was awful, everybody thought. But Sal came in and I really thought delivered big time because he's a funny guy, yes, but also Sal's not putting it on or anything. He is genuinely 100% into this woman.
It starts in such a weird way. You know, Sal comes to my office at 6:30 in the morning and says, "Can I dance nude for Tan Mom?" So of course I got to run it by Howard and you'll make sure that's okay.
One big surprise, by the way, Richard Christie not a part of this. And usually if somebody is naked in the studio, it's going to be Richard, or Richard will be involved somehow. Yet he let Sal go all on his own.
Don't we agree this is Sal's thing, that Richard would muddy the waters?
But I could see Richard dancing behind Sal. You know what I mean? Kind of adding to the flavor
But
of the
I think the
segment.
joke is that there's a one-on-one relationship going on between Sal and Tan Mom. Sal, I do have to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Your first joke went over like a lead balloon, which was you pulled down your pants and your penis was ridiculously dark and you had a blonde wig on it.
I thought you almost were going to get kicked out.
Yeah, the visual was horrible. Richard and I thought it was hilarious. It was a tribute to her. It was a blonde wig over my cock, and I painted it brown, so it was tan cock.
Oh, that was painted?
Yeah, it was painted.
But I have to say, you recovered nicely, and you were a hit today.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to contribute and make it interesting.
Do you feel outside of the bit we're doing on the show, a weird connection or chemistry with her? Because she seems to have it with you.
You know, the crazy thing is that I think I like her a little bit more, as we say in Italian, changata. You know what I mean? A little more beat to shit. I like, she's putting herself together. She's sober. Not so good. You know, the honeymoon phase is over. You know, she's kind of like, she's taking herself a little bit too seriously.
God, give me your really honest answer on this. If you were not married,
I'd give it to her.
Would you go out with her on a date?
Yeah, to a bar. Not spend a lot of money. Get right down to business. Shots, bullshit, laughter.
But you'd have sex with her?
Oh, sure.
I said before, I don't think you'd have to deal with dinner or anything like that. I think she's into you.
That's great. I mean, I'm flattered, but I'm married. I can't do anything about it. But you have to admit, I mean, those nice long. She has great long, sleek legs. She had those cute little tight white shorts on. Nice bosom. Very well put together. Too confident now.
I had the weirdest thought today when I was looking at Sal and Tan Mom. I don't know why. I said if Sal were Benji, Tan Mom would be at our Christmas party this year.
Right. I think you're absolutely right, but it's just nice to be, like I said, in a situation where you can interact with someone that you have the hots for, and you really don't cross the line.
So if she was a little more damaged, so to speak, that would appeal to you.
It's funner.
Why?
It's just funner in the bedroom. You could pull a few more stunts in the bedroom that way. There's no intimidation factor. With a hot chick, you have to be very careful. With what you say and what you do and how you present yourself. Someone like that, I mean, what's the worst case scenario? You ask her if you can pee in her butthole. She says no and gets pissed and walks out the door. It's still kind of funny. Nothing gained, nothing lost.
So what do you do? Like, put a couple of drinks in her? You know what I mean? Like, if you want to loosen her up a little bit, what's the plan?
That's what you do. You go to a bar, you bullshit them a little bit, you put a few drinks down their gullet, and before you know it, they're all swoozy. You bring them take them to a nice motel or whatever it may be, and you just go to town. You go nuts.
You know what I'm laughing at, right?
What?
I thought it was nothing ventured, nothing lost. He said nothing gained, nothing lost.
Yeah, I think that's the term.
Is that right?
Nothing. I thought it was nothing ventured, nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you guys have better terms than me. What I can say.
Tomato, tomato. A lot of guys in the back were saying that Tan Mom does look like a haggard version of Sal's wife. Like that. That's not a put down of Sal's wife.
No, not at all.
But
Sal's wife's gorgeous.
It explains a lot because Tan Mom is the dirty version for him to do the things that he wants to do with his wife.
Yeah, that's a great point. Is that how you see her, as sort of the dirty version, banged up version of your wife?
Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know. I just have a fetish for that. I like old women, and I like trailer. I'm not implying she's trailer park trash, but lately I go to a lot of trailer park trash porn sites.
Is there an actual site called Trailer Park?
Yeah. There's quite a few of them. It's
Really?
great. As soon as I go to Tube Galore, I type in trailer park, and there's some great ones, real great amateur ones. I mean, they're banging in these tiny campers that they could barely move in. Usually the guy is fat and ugly, and I don't know why, but I identify with that. It seems more realistic. Like when a woman's banging a studly looking guy, like a UFC body, it disappoints me. But when you see a fat guy and he's got a saggy ass, like, you know what? This is legitimate. She's willing to fuck this disaster of a man. I have a legitimate shot. She's going the distance. I applaud these women.
Every time you come in here, you have a new site. Not necessarily a site, but a new
fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still with the old women. I'm still doing that, but I love trailer park. That is my hot trailer park, and outside amateur orgies are really good.
And what happened when the interview ended, Sal? Because she seemed to be all over you.
That was crazy.
During the break, what happened?
Well, she came over, we took a picture, and then in the middle of the picture, she kind of swung around, she gave me a big squeeze, she pushed me back onto the couch, she bit my face, and then she grabbed my pants.
Was it she pushed you back on the couch and she got on top of you?
She got on top of me like she was humping me.
Right. Then she bit you.
Where'd she
bite you?
On my cheek, on my face. I'm like, whoa! I go, you bit me. I go, what are you doing? And she was laughing, and then she grabbed my package. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Stop the clock.
Stop the clock here. I'm married.
See, she seems kind of wild.
This
Sal.
is on tape.
Sal,
you nuts?
Sal, she seems kind of wild, sober. You know what I mean? You're saying put a couple in her and look out.
I'll put a couple in there and forget about it, man. It's Disneyland for Dick. We're going the distance. I mean, we're going, yeah.
I couldn't figure out when she was talking about she only drinks skinny wine. She said, did she mean that she only drinks that skinny bitch stuff? Is that what she was talking about?
I think so. The Skinny Girl Skinny Girl.
Yeah,
I think Bethany makes them.
That's right.
Skinny Girl Martini, Skinny Girl Sangria.
She goes, I thought, Howard was like, what, is the bottle skinny? We couldn't figure it out.
Jennifer in New York, welcome to the wrap-up
I'll
show.
give her something to drink.
Hi, Jennifer.
Sal is such a fucking pig. I can't.
How?
His wife should be really proud.
Why am I a pig?
Oh, because of what you're saying. Like, it's just so. I'm not all. It's so degrading, though. How you're talking about how you would love to get her. It doesn't matter if a woman's like that. You could throw her out of bed. It's so fucking horrible.
Women love that shit. You ever see the Walk of Shame? What do you think they're doing? They're not ironing in that room.
What does your wife think about this? How do you fuck your wife?
I don't.
She must be proud, Sal. You guys have a good day.
Jennifer, I do want to say something to you before you go. Sal is gross, but I do have to say, you'd be surprised. Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Your husband probably talks more like Sal than you know.
It's water cooler talk.
Just not in front of you.
Yeah, that's it.
I agree. I swear I'm not a prude. It's so, I don't know, to hear him say it is so funny about it. It's just crazy.
I know.
I understand. He's just I can't believe he's got the fun. What does his wife think about this?
Well, she doesn't think anything because I'm just expressing my fantasies.
Jennifer, his wife stopped listening to him and the show ages ago.
Listen.
This is great. Well, you guys have a good day.
You too, Jennifer. Thanks.
Thanks, Jennifer. Now, she says you're degrading. Well, in what way do you think she meant? Like, what?
I don't know. It takes two to tango. If a woman's willing to, go crazy in the bedroom, then it's up to two people. Believe it or not, ladies, women out there kind of like this stuff. There are women out there that like licking ass and getting nutty and getting involved in Chinese swinging baskets, and some women like to get peed on. It's a personal preference.
Do you like
it? Has nothing to do with me.
Do you like it being done to you?
Sure.
So you're up for the Chinese swinging basket or any?
I mean, I don't want anything inserted in me, but whatever.
Would you let Tamma pee on you?
I'm not into that, but if she wanted to, I mean, if it meant I get to reciprocate with something, yeah, sure, why not?
You like to do it to her.
Yeah, maybe. It would be fun, yeah, in the shower.
That's sort of my question, Sal. Is it a two-way street with you, or are you the one sort of doing the dominating and the degrading?
Two-way street. I want a woman who can out-top me. That's the key. Like if I say to the girl, I want to pee on your face, she goes, how about my asshole and my face? I'm like, whoa. I want a woman who can raise the bar.
What if she says, I want to pee in your face, and she goes, great, I want to shit on your chest.
She's raising the bar there, Sal.
I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. I'm raising the lock on the door and getting the fuck out of there.
Let's not make it gross, John.
Yeah, shitting is gross. That's where I draw the line.
Shannon in Kentucky, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey now. I think Sal's probably going to go home and jerk off tonight. He sounds like he's pretty excited about this.
Yeah, my hands will probably be all brown because I got brown paint all over my cock. But
what did you paint it with?
Just watercolor paints. We buy them at the local pharmacy. We painted it up.
Now, how did it feel when she looked you in the eye and told you that she actually masturbated thinking of you?
I was very flattered. I mean, that's really nice. It's, Anytime somebody compliments you in any capacity, it's nice. And the fact that I find that she's cute and she said that about me, it feels good. It feels pretty good.
Does the tanning thing play into this at all? The fact that she was into tanning, or that's how she kind of became famous? And I know you're big on the tanning bed.
Not the tanning thing, the whole thing. I mean, the fact that she, sizzled herself. I mean, she burnt herself to a crisp. She's dragging her kid in there. The kid's getting allegedly hit with these bulbs. You got a loony bin on your hands, and that's hot. Because crazy chicks, Gary, crazy. You know what they say? All guys say this. Crazy chicks are the best in bed, but the worst to deal with. So when it comes down to Tan Mom, get her in the bar, get the drinks down her throat, get the cock inside of her, go to town, and get out. That's it. No room for conversation.
Yeah, it sounds like a great plan until you can't get out.
Right.
Sal, before you came in, we were talking a little bit about BronyCon and who's into that kind of stuff. I know you're into a lot of crazy stuff, but that's not your thing, right?
That's where I draw the line.
Ever pleasured yourself to a cartoon of any kind?
No, not even close. I mean, the only thing that was kind of hot was when Thelma was getting banned by Shaggy. It was a Scooby-Doo parody. Mm-hmm. Even that didn't get me going. I mean, it's just cartoons just doesn't do it for me.
It was an animated Scooby-Doo parody? Or?
Yeah, it was an animated Scooby-Doo porn parody. You can type all that stuff in on the net. My buddy calls me Scooby-Doo, so I sent it. He goes, "Hey, Scooby," and I go, "Hey, check out what I'm doing," and I send him back Scooby-Doo fucking Thelma.
Why does he call you Scooby-Doo?
I don't know. He calls me Scooby-Doo. I call him Scrappy.
No reason why? Just you like the names?
He just one day called me Scooby, and I
and you didn't question it?
No. And I called him Scrappy back, so it was Scooby and Scrappy.
Why ask, right?
It's so bad.
So, no, none of the cartoons, I mean...
No, how about you?
Do I ever jerk off to a cartoon?
Like the Smurfs?
No, I can't say I did.
Gary, you?
No, but I do. I remember being really traumatized as a kid. One of my neighbors, his brother was like the pothead guy, and had a lock in his room. And one day he left his room unlocked, and we went in there, and he had a poster of Popeye fucking olive oil, and it just was like disturbing because I was a kid, and I was like, I didn't think they did that.
You just don't go there, right? That's just a place you don't want to go. Frank and Comac, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Frank.
Sal, can I ask you a question? You were down in Ocean City last week?
Yes.
Were you out of your mind with all of the heavy white WT, tattooed, tan? I mean, there was tan moms everywhere out there.
Yeah, there was quite a bit, but they were a little bit too heavy for me. They were huge. I mean,
Sal came back from vacation. I said, "How was your vacation?" We were both in Maryland, apparently in different parts. And he goes, "So I was like, oh my god." He goes, "The fattest people." I was with the fattest people at Ocean City.
I'm like, where did they come from? I've never seen that many fat people in my life. It's unbelievable. And they're walking down the boardwalk shoving corn dogs and pretzels and popcorn in their mouth. Like, slow the fuck down.
When you're at the beach, do you get disgusted by that? If people,
No, if you're fat, I mean, I feel bad for... I mean, how do you get to that point in your life? When does it stop? When? I mean, when you can't find your cock in the shower... Then you get out. You're going to have an egg sandwich with bacon and cheese?
I told you, Sal, my greatest fat moment ever was I took the kids to Sesame Place, and they have these like teenagers there that are like lifeguards because it's a water park. And this woman, we climb up the ladder, and this woman is enormous. She was literally stuck in the water slide. Wow. And the teenage lifeguard, like she did it 100 times a day without, like, so nonchalantly, just went and put a foot on her back and kicked her down. It was hysterical.
I was sitting one time on a plane to Arizona. This lady was so tremendous. Her belly fat was hanging over my handle. She goes for the seatbelt. It's like it just passes her left tit a little bit. And she looks at her husband, who's in the third seat by the window. She goes, "Seatbelt's not working. Seatbelt's." I'm like, "Seatbelt's working fine." I go, "You're not working. You're the size of a fucking Mack truck." So she calls over the flight attendant. She goes, "Seatbelt's not working." And the flight attendant just played it cool, like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, it isn't. And she got her an extender.
An extender, yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
I was going to say, have you ever been on a plane when somebody had to get the extender? I think Artie said he had to get it once.
I think so. Yeah.
That's brutal.
I mean, when you're getting an extension on a seatbelt.
I love that she thought it wasn't working.
Yeah, she goes, "It's not working." Like it didn't go all the way down.
So what do you think it is? People, they just can't help themselves?
It's sad. I mean, whatever. It's depression. It's something. I don't know. It's just horrible. I don't know. I feel more bad for her. I see a lot of skinny men with heavy women.
And I don't think it started out that way.
I don't think so either.
I think that they started out together, and the guy remained skinny, and the woman just ate herself into oblivion.
That's why I say, Gary, in the marriage certificate, put the wife's weight down. If you go to divorce court, you step her on the scale. For every pound she put over, you get 10% off on the alimony. This way, they at least stay in shape. You go into court, and all you have to say is, Judge, look at this pig. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's where guys get ripped off. They get ripped off that way. Women put on weight, and they just isolate their bodies, and you can't find the wet spot. And before you know it, you're out banging hookers, then you get busted with the hooker, then you're in court, and you're giving your money. So now you have nothing.
So do you think the guy's justified to go out banging the hooker if the wife lets herself go?
John, if your car breaks down, you're buying a new one? Case closed.
Richard Simmons is here. We're going to start with him. He's here early. We've got such a packed show, we had to squeeze him in early.
All right, let's
Richard,
predict how long it will be before he sits down and cries.
Oh, wait, there's a very pretty girl out there. That's not Richard.
What?
That's a pretty, pretty girl. What a pretty girl. Who is this beautiful young
Did he take his own advice and get a new do?
Who is that beautiful young lady who just walked in? Hi, sexy lady.
Looks like Lady Gaga.
Don't, just come on the microphone. Lady Gaga's here. Lady Mama. All right, come over here because it's not. You're on radio, Richard. I mean, ma'am. Lady. There's a beautiful young lady with beautiful purple hair and gorgeous dress. Hello. What is that, darling? Hi. Just sit down because
Are
you're
you
wasting
gonna
time. I want to talk to you. Hi. Richard, you're in full drag. How long does it take you to get in that outfit? Seriously, because you have a beautiful wig and even your nails are done. And those are, I assume, what? Like
They
a
aren't
fake
press-on
nail? A press-on nail?
Yeah.
Did you go to a salon and get those nails?
No, I did not go. I did it in the room. It took me 5 minutes.
You press-on nail?
Yeah. You want to see? Look.
Yeah.
Try one on.
No, I don't want to
Here.
touch it. It's disgusting.
No, come on.
No.
Let me wash it.
No.
Please, Jesus.
Yeah.
The man does not like to be touched.
When you dress in drag, why not titties? Why flat-chested? Seriously, did you give consideration to stuffing your bra?
Howard.
Seriously,
No, this is not serious. This is
serious.
This is not.
This is pretty serious. I think this is
It's
like
not Halloween. What is it?
I think we're meeting the real you.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you.
No, I
Thank
really
you.
am. I've missed you.
Let me ask you something. Why would a heterosexual man like yourself, seriously, dress up as a woman? And I know, listen, I know
It's just one thing. It's just one.
heterosexual, and I know you love women.
No, listen to me. 13 million.
What?
13 million what?
That's how much. That's what it cost when they want me to do this.
No, what I'm saying is...
It cost, people give me 13 million. Robin's here!
Do you have a dog
Robin,
collection?
hi! I miss you!
Hi, Richard. I miss you too.
Do you have $400 in your collection?
$2,200.
$2,200.
Yeah.
I would say, here's a guy.
Where do you keep
You're
those
as masculine as anyone I know. You love girls. You want to get
Can you
married.
take this off of me?
Why do you wear...
What is he taking
He's
off?
taking off his jewelry and his woman's outfit. Could you take off your wig so I can put a pair of headphones on you? So you can hear Robin?
No wonder he's
Look what I
screaming
did
so
for you.
loud.
Wow,
Come
a
on.
skull shirt. You like skulls?
Huh? I like your skull. If anything happens to you, I'm going to lick your skull. I want to own it.
Richard, I was reading about your shorts. Do you own 400 pair of those shorts? That you
Now it's about 600 because people buy.
Are they flammable? In other words, I heard that they can light on fire.
Where is it?
Richard, focus on me. Put
Okay.
on the headphones.
La 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 la. I love Howard.
Yeah, because he's all over.
I love Howard.
Now what is he doing?
Your new single is...
Hairdo.
Go back to the shorts. I'll go to hairdo in a minute.
Yeah, these.
Seriously, are they flammable?
Yeah, that's why they got rid of them.
So they don't make those anymore.
Well, they make a new. Dolphin makes the new short, but it's not like this. The problem is this material is flammable.
So you have...
But don't get any ideas.
You have over 1,000...
You know, I don't want to end up being like Sissy Spacek and Carrie. Stop! I don't want to go to the prom, Mama, please.
Richard, you have over 1,000 pair of dolphin shorts.
Yeah.
And when you heard they were flammable and they weren't going to make them anymore, is that why you went out and bought 1,000 pair of...
No, I don't have the... no, these I've had for years.
You've had for years.
Years. And then people will clean out their garage and stuff and then send me stuff. And then I give it to people. People say I'm dressing up as Halloween and I send them, you know.
Right.
I need the purple bag. I want it now.
I have to hold your microphone.
I'll do
Somebody else get the purple bag, yeah?
Mother, daughter, mother. Where's the pictures?
Richard.
I got to show you this. This is going to bring back a memory.
What is it?
All right, first I want you to see this picture.
What is that? I don't know what that. Oh, that's when you dress like a man.
Look.
Yeah, I remember that. That was great.
That's drag. Huh?
Do you remember that day? Do you remember that day?
I do. You were
Get me
fabulous.
the purple bag. I'm leaving.
To dress as
If
a
I
man.
don't get the purple bag, I'm going to go do an
What are you gonna
oldie
do?
station. I'm not kidding.
It's on its way.
What's in the purple bag that you need?
I just take this off and fluff my hair. So
Okay, good. All right.
So, did you like hairdo?
Richard has a new single out called Hairdo.
This is serious.
Yeah, it's serious. It's as serious as anyone can be. What the sales must be through the roof. When I heard this, it's a rap song featuring you.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
When did you get into rap?
When did you first discover you could rap?
Well, I just decided.
Put the wig back on.
I'm just trying to find something to throw.
No.
Seriously, then why you have to say those things to upset me?
Stop it.
No, I
You look
mean it.
great.
You always have to put. There's something you always have to put down.
You're 65. You look like you're 20.
Yeah.
Are you 65?
Yeah, I'm 65.
That is unbelievable. Do you think about death at all, or are you just one of those people that can't even face it?
Here. I watched over and over the burial of Evita Peron.
Right.
And
why Evita Peron? Were you a
because it was a
fan?
beautiful
where do you have
coffin.
that?
Right.
And she had 5,000
Yeah, where do you
flowers.
see that? Where do you get
Where do you get that?
or take away his microphone? Now he has one in his headphones. That's good. Yeah.
So now I did
Wait.
hairdo.
Yeah.
I think that music is wonderful. We love music. It's our
Yeah.
therapy. It makes people happy.
Who invested in this? In other words, you had to go in a recording studio. Did you put up your own money, or did some record company put up?
No, I put up my own money.
I had to figure that.
Chris Phillips and Kathy Phillips, they do the music.
All right, here is Hairdo. Let me play it for Robin, who has yet to hear it, which is unbelievable that she's the last person in this country who hasn't heard
Yeah, I don't know where I.
We're ready. We're ready.
Here we go. Wow. It's action-packed.
Short, long, straight, or curly. Get something cute.
Wait.
Or curly. Get something cute. Get something girly. Short, long, straight, or curly. I'm going on tour.
Are you?
I did 29 songs I've written, and I'm doing duets.
Look at you. I think
No, I am.
Duets? With who?
Short, long, straight, or curly. Get something cute, get something girly. An afro, a buzz, got a French
I'm
twist.
going to throw up. Richard's coming on to me.
I know that would be
Richard.
the last day that I would do that. I would rather be celibate and go into a seminary.
I was watching an appearance, several appearances. You've been on TV a lot lately.
Yeah.
I watched you on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
I watched you on Home Shopping Network.
Yeah, I'm on JTV,
That jewelry
television.
JT,
Jewelry television.
yeah.
Thank you, Robin.
And Richard, you know, you cry at the drop of a hat. And you cry.
He's going to start with me, and you all two are being quiet.
No, I want to say something to you. If you cry everywhere, and a lot of the times there's no,
I don't
there's
cry
no actual
everywhere.
tears.
You know,
Which
Howard,
it's
don't
become
do
a
this.
shtick. I want
No,
to
don't do
talk to you
this.
about it. I
Do
haven't
this.
talked to you in a while. It's not a put down. It's
It is,
not. It's
because-
a question about
no.
your performance.
It's not a performance.
But it
Okay,
is.
listen to me.
You
when
are
I
a performer.
I just came back from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
I know
There
you
was
dug a well.
There was an
for an orphan.
Yeah, let's breeze over that. Do you breeze over all the charity things you do?
But you dug a well.
No.
You dug a well for an orphanage. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this
That
is
was very
Well,
lovely.
that's beautiful.
But this is the beginning of going
Did you
to.
dig the hole yourself? No.
No,
Stop
I
it.
just want-
Sit down.
no, because
Sit
I get-
down. No, seriously, what happened at the orphanage?
Well, the water was contaminated.
How did you learn of this?
A friend of mine told me about the orphanage.
A friend says to you, hey, there's an orphanage, they have no money,
Yes.
they need a well.
Yes.
And what does it cost to dig a well?
Quite a bit of money, because you have to
In
go
other words,
300
Did you have to do
feet
this
down.
on your own? In other words, you put up all the money?
I put up all the money.
How much did it cost to dig a well so other people can get involved? Would you say it?
$30,000.
30 grand.
Yeah.
So
But now
it's
these
very
children
gracious.
have water to bathe in. The kitchen has water to cook in. They have water to drink. But this is just the beginning. You know, you do a lot of charity work, and also your wife does.
Yes.
And there are 6 million orphans, and there's orphanages
It's
all
horrible.
over
It's
the
an
world.
epidemic, and that's why these fucks who are against abortion.
All right,
You know,
all right,
there's
all right.
so many unwanted children.
But
Am I
here's the-
correct?
here's the-
do you agree?
yes,
Where do you
yes.
stand on abortion? I know you're a Catholic, but where do you stand on it?
I really don't talk about politics.
You never.
No, it's just.
Do you vote?
Yes.
You always vote.
Always vote.
Did you hear the Pope?
Do you
Yes.
think that was great? Is this terrific?
I think this Pope's a really fabulous Pope.
I'm with you.
But let me say this. I went to Sao Paulo. I built this is the beginning of what I'm going to do. I have a foundation that's called Richard Simmons and Family. And every month, I'm going to do something like this.
No, this is wonderful. But what I'm saying is, and I didn't mean it as a put down, but if you cry about everything on every
My life
show,
is very emotional, Howard.
Is it?
Yeah. Okay. You sit here.
But you cried about the jewelry.
No. I cry. Well, you know what?
You cried about your new jewelry.
Okay. When someone calls up and they're overweight and they're very depressed and they say, I bought this bracelet because it says hope on it, and I need hope. You've known me for decades, Howard. And you know,
is it all genuine?
It wasn't that situation.
Is some of it a racket? Because I think you're one of the most honest. I'm going to compliment you. Out of all the exercise gurus that I've ever heard, I think you are the most effective, and I'll tell you why. You are a realist. You get a hold of overweight people. You start them out slowly. You give them hope. You hang with them, and you exercise them in a reasonable way that keeps them in the game. And you teach them about diet.
I have a lot of reason.
I believe that. I'm not putting
Robin, and you know, Robin, and we've been friends for years. I call 30 to 40 overweight and obese people a day. Some of them are anywhere from 250 to 800 pounds. Now, this is very emotional. This isn't like I'm calling someone who has to lose 10 pounds. Right. These are people that may have been abused, may have had a bad divorce, kids taken away from them, a loss of job, and now they're housebound. Now, I am because I was overweight, this is very sensitive to me.
Hey, I heard it. You told, as a child, you were obese, right? As a child, were you a model for overweight, fat kids? Were you a fat kid's model? I heard a story. Now, tell me if it's true or false. You modeled and you made so much money. Why can't I interview you?
I'm having an asthma attack.
No, you're not. Stop it. That's a fake.
You can't talk like that if you're having an asthma attack.
When you were a child, did your mother take you to model and you made enough money that she invested the money in an apartment or several apartment buildings in New Orleans? And that you were a millionaire before you even started being an exercise?
No, I was successful doing modeling later on, and my parents said, well, you know, this was just a fluke. You need to really not spend this money. And
were you an overweight model?
I was, they were called chubby models.
And could you make that kind of money where you were doing well? I mean, because regular models don't make that much money unless they're supermodels.
No, you know, I did well, but you know, but when you're overweight, it's sort of a paradox because you know, I tried to lose weight because I hated the way I looked, and I thought others hated me.
Right.
And so, what are we talking about? I'm not here to talk about that. All of a sudden, you're going down, ease on down the wrong road. It's like Dorothy. It's like you're Dorothy and you got Toto and you're going down the wrong.
But you can't.
Why am I here? I'm here to say,
you can't
I love you. Come here, touch me.
No, I don't want to touch you.
I want to say. I've taken a shower. I've cleansed. I've cleansed with. I went to St. Patrick's. I cleansed with holy water.
It's not you. It's just I don't want to touch anybody.
Anybody. Why is that?
Because I'm a germphobe. Look, what I'm saying.
Can we just hold hands for a minute?
No. What? I've got to.
What if I spread this? Look.
No.
Wait, look.
No, I'm really not into it.
Look.
I don't care. I don't want to hold hands.
Okay.
I don't. Please
Can we do ET?
Are you afraid of germs? Do you scrub? Could you shake a lot of hands?
Oh, damn Spot! Oh, damn Spot! Leave me!
You know what I'm worried about with you?
Yeah, what are you worried about? Dick Simmons here. What are you worried about?
First of all, why won't you talk about your early life and modeling?
Sometimes it's painful.
It's too painful for you?
You know, do you have parts of your life that were painful?
Absolutely.
I know them, and I'm not going to bring them up because I'm a Gentile man.
No, but I certainly am.
I came here to talk about a couple of things. I came to talk about...
Yeah, but you can't just plug. It turns people off.
Listen, no, I'm not...
Listen to me.
I'm only here. I'm not here. I don't care about plugs.
Yes, you do.
I have hair transplant plugs. You can have them.
What's going on with that? Now, I read somewhere you have to spray your head.
Well, you know, I have bald spots. Do you have a bald spot?
No, I'm pretty good.
But you will one day.
You think? I don't know. I'm doing pretty good.
Listen to me, Beelzebub. One day you will.
Why did you get hair plugs? Why didn't you just shave your head?
Because I look like Annie that had been in a fire.
You were concerned about your appearance?
Let's say that a woman has an illness and she loses her hair and she looks in the mirror. You know, it's all about how do you look in the mirror and if you like yourself. When you look in the mirror, Howard.
Are we too concerned with all of that kind of shit? Seriously.
We are too concerned, but if you look in the mirror and a man is going bald, and he doesn't like what he looks like, then
it's okay to put, but it's very painful, isn't it? Where do they get
now?
that from?
Now it's all new. No,
they do a better job.
They go, listen to how it goes.
That's how they do it.
But the only reason I get a lot of emails and tweets about this show.
No, but it talks about hair transplant.
No, you're gonna wait. No, you're gonna wait. No, you're gonna wait.
I'm worried about you.
And they say to me, I'm worried about you. I'm so worried about you. You're spreading yourself too thin. You sit there with the talent people. Then you do this. Then you go to the large mansion. Everyone, did you know it takes 20 minutes for Howard to go from the driveway to his front door?
That's not true.
Hi, this is Dick Simmons for Celebrity Homes.
Are you wearing women's perfume because you have a
No, I'm wearing Brute.
Wait, I'm worried about you.
You
Are you
shouldn't be
sad
worried
you never
about
had
me.
children of your own?
The white zone.
Come here, give me that.
The white zone is for loading. You know what?
Are you sad you never had children of your own?
I exercise children all over the country when I do classes.
Are you sad you have no partner, no love?
Because you know what it is, Howard?
Do you have someone in your life?
Let me just say this. Give me a second to put my thoughts together.
Okay, good. All right.
When I first met you.
No, do you have someone in your life or not? Tell the truth.
I have the world.
I'm being serious.
I'm being serious
so sad.
too. You find it sad?
Do you like going home alone and not?
I didn't say I was going home alone. When you have 14 housekeepers.
I know, but that's
and
not.
sometimes we reenact the Last Supper. Well, you should see us. It's here's my
Is
life.
physical love important?
Okay, here's my life.
What about physical love?
I get hugs and kisses.
So you
Let
don't
me
care
just
about
finish my
jacking off
sentence.
or anything? Honestly.
Oh, my.
I've never had that discussion with you.
Robin.
What is he? Where is he going?
Have you ever been stabbed with an afro comb? Have you ever? Have you ever?
Actually, yeah, I have.
And now Breaking Bad. Oh my God, no! Howard, you're in
Breaking
prison.
Bad? Isn't that a great show?
You didn't see me dressed up as all the Emmy people, did you?
No.
I dressed up as him.
As Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
And where was this show?
This was
On the
all
Emmys?
over. This was
Were you
all
on the
over,
Emmys?
but it's all about you and your radio show.
Were you on the Emmys?
I got a radio show. I'm Howard Stern.
Here,
What?
let's talk about some things.
Okay, but here's the reason one of the reasons I came here.
Okay.
Because we have a lot of the same clients, same fans.
Sure we do.
And so
That's
I always come
unbelievable.
here.
We should have a convention.
I always
like
come
the
here.
bronies and the.
I always come here to inspire people to perspire.
Richard.
Yeah.
Do you think about now? You're a senior citizen. Do you think do you think about death at all? Do you think about?
Here's what I think.
Are you scared of? Like, do you think there's an afterlife?
No. Here's what I'm thinking.
Do you believe in an afterlife?
Here's what I'm thinking. That I don't want to die.
Right.
Like no one else wants to die.
Right.
But
No.
God has this little book when you're going and when you're coming.
Right.
And I just try to live my life.
You believe in a personal God?
I believe.
No, seriously. Do you believe in a personal God? That
I
you're
think
going to
there
die
is-
and you're going to meet
yes.
a guy up in the sky?
Sort of like that.
Yeah, you do believe in that.
I believe I could fly.
Do you believe that?
I believe. Can I just hug you?
No, like I know you love your mother, and I mean, do you believe you'll go to heaven and see your
You'll
mother?
be reunited
Do you
with
believe
her?
that?
No, you know what my true belief is? That you have your heaven or hell right here on earth.
I agree. See, I think.
And
Can I
then
come
what
hug you?
happens? So
No,
you
no,
die
please.
and it's
In other
over?
words, so no one can touch you.
I don't want to
So
be
you're
hugged.
like the untouchable. Is that
I
it?
just don't want to be hugged.
Okay.
And then I don't want to smell like your perfume. all
Can we
day.
just hold hands for a minute?
No, I don't want to.
Can I touch you? Can I touch your
can I
outfit?
interview you?
How long we know each other? Do you remember? What were the years that you were back at that studio?
Oh my God! I mean, I guess
How long?
we know each other from
You
the
were
80s.
there in the
right?
early
Okay.
days.
Yeah, the early days.
And do you know something?
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
Let me tell you. I love your nose, your cheeks, your hair.
My nose.
I love everything about you. I love your hands, your toes.
Would you get it on with me? If I gave you the okay?
I'd rather vomit.
Is that true? Am I not good type?
No. I love you as a brother.
You would never blow me, and I could never blow you. Are you that what you say?
No.
Where are you going?
No.
Oh, he's out of here.
Don't put your wig on. You know, Robin was ill. I don't know if you heard.
I prayed for Robin. I talked
Put
to
your
Robin.
headphones back on.
Robin, needed time.
When
by
did he talk
herself.
to me?
And when did you talk to Robin? She said you didn't talk to her.
Robin, I called you.
No,
and
put
we-
them on so we can hear you.
I don't know how to put them on. Wait a minute.
He said he called me and we talked. That never happened.
You're going to break the mic. Oh, my God.
Oh, what is he doing?
Breaking the mic. Now, Gary.
No, I called Robin. But Robin.
You didn't talk
It's
to me.
okay.
I called you one day at home, Robin, and I asked you out for dinner.
Oh.
You are. That was years ago, Richard.
Well, this doesn't that count?
Dr. Anderson,
Wait,
is my wife going to live?
Richard Simmons has a sparkle jewelry line, which I'm aware of because I played his jewelry appearance.
Did you watch it?
Oh, we watched it. We played it right here on the air. We loved it. We loved it.
Well, you know, I designed all that for my mother.
I know.
And so I felt that they were pretty...
How does a guy like you, who's so fucking macho, how do you know how to design jewelry?
I'm an illustrator.
Are you?
I started as a kid. I designed something for my mother, and then I'd save my allowance money and have something made.
What do you do for fun? Do you travel?
What do I do? I love to teach. I was in New Orleans yesterday. I love to teach.
So your work is your fun.
I love teaching. I love making people. That one was about 1,000.
And you still keep the price low. You charge people like $12 to exercise.
At my studio. I still have my studio for 40 years now.
No, that's pretty awesome.
So I can't touch you. Can I touch anything that you've touched?
No, I don't want to. You want to touch
You know,
something?
if you want to hug Fred.
No, Robin, seriously, when you see Howard, do you hug him?
Yes.
Yes, he hugged me.
Different.
What's different?
What's different? She's a woman.
When a man loves a woman.
Did you recently? Were you asked to be on Dancing with the Stars?
Yes.
Why did you turn it down?
Because it's hours and hours of rehearsal, and I have people to call. I have to try. I try to save lives.
Would it be good for your brand to be on there? What are you doing?
Yes, I think so.
All right. I don't want to hang out with you like this.
Okay, how about here?
Why? Could you sit down, please, so I can properly interview you?
But why won't I can't get close to you? I feel like we're in prison.
All right, let me talk to you about
Well, you know, when he's on Jewelry TV, he doesn't harass the host like this.
Robin,
a lot of people,
Robin.
I'll give you a fact about Richard.
And you don't touch David Letterman or any of those people.
By the way, if you want to touch something, Sal has something he wants you to touch.
Oh, God, help us.
Do you know that a lot of people don't remember that Richard Simmons won an Emmy?
I don't remember that.
Did you know that he won an Emmy? There's a fact that a lot of people... Was that... No, Sal, I don't want... He doesn't want to touch that.
Sal, come here.
Well,
come here, Sal.
Don't ask Richard.
Give me a hug.
Richard, you're going to be sorry.
No, I'm just giving him a hug. What did you say?
Show Richard your penis.
No, you said I love you, didn't you?
I do love you. You want to see his penis?
Did you ever hug? Did you ever hug
Do you
Howard?
want to see his penis?
Did you ever hug Howard?
Kiss him. Kiss him on the mouth. Show Richard your penis.
Get out of here.
No, seriously.
No, get out of here.
Show it to him right now.
Okay, I'm going to count to 10, and then I'm throwing something. No, you don't want me to throw something.
Why don't you want to see his penis?
Get out! Get out of the store.
Nobody.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Get out of here.
I thought I was looking at Thumbelina.
What do you think of that?
What do you want to answer me about?
I wanted to talk to you seriously about, first of all, Project Hope. I want to congratulate you on that. I happen to think it's a wonderful thing what you're doing. The fact that you built a well for an orphanage is pretty fucking great. And
now I want to understand this. You say, what is a Project Hope?
Project Hope is just cardio and toning and my food mover that's been around for decades. It's just all a program of exercising. You know, it's all about self-worth.
Yes.
If you don't have self-worth, you have nothing.
I don't have self-worth.
But if you have self-worth...
You know what I say, Richard, now? It's self-love.
But this one says...
Who says that, Robin?
I say that.
Yeah.
You have to love
it's about
yourself.
If you have self-worth, you'll inherit the earth. And Guyan put this together for me, and you know...
Let me say, because you're so giving, and seriously, when you do all this charity work, and even when you call people every day, at some point, doesn't it become draining? Because I've heard some people with you, especially obese people, who start to depend on you so much that, like, they can't even blame you.
You become the new addiction.
It's almost unbelievable the amount of time you have to put in with these people.
I don't mind. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Look
You
how
don't
much
feel
time.
drained, or
No,
you
look
feel
how much
good?
time you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and get here to help people.
Why do you think a guy who was, you were beaten as a child, you got into fights, you were called names. Why do you think you're so loving and giving? If you,
I think I don't judge people. I think that I love them unconditionally, and I think I want to help them because I helped me. and I haven't gained my weight back in all these years.
See, I always felt an underlying anger with you, but I don't think you've ever addressed.
Anger?
Have you ever been to therapy?
We're talking about anger.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
No, you're talking about anger. Is that what you want? You want to see anger?
No, stop.
Fine. You want to see anger? I'm going to tell you anger right now, because now you're going to see
Don't
it.
you take apart the
You're
studio.
going to see anger.
I'm going to bring Salem with his penis. If you just screwed up my entire deal here.
Look at me.
No, your cleavage is showing.
Just tell me that you love me.
I do love you.
Tell me how much you love me. Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
A 1. I love you, a 1.
Is that true?
Oh, my goodness, I don't even think you can call that a 1.
I don't
I'm
not loving what you're doing.
I don't love you a 1. You know what I love you?
We love the sinner, not the sin.
No, you know what I love you? I love you at 15.
You do?
Stop that, Gary.
Gary,
What's he doing?
you're going to knock us off the air.
No, we're not. I love you at 18.
All right, well, thank you. All right, now let me
Going
interview
up
you. I want to talk about your jewelry line, and I want to talk about RichardSimmons.com and all that other stuff.
Gary, do you love me?
I do.
Now watch this. Watch this, Howard.
Kiss him.
No, look.
Kiss him on the mouth.
Now look at that, how nice.
Wow, isn't that nice? That's nice. Well, that's nice. That wasn't hostile. Richard, you...
What is all this stuff? It's unnecessary. What is this?
You should take that. It's Mambo. You'd like it.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a perfume for you. I
It
bought it
is?
for you, yeah.
No.
Oh, it's a cologne.
Is this yours?
Yeah, it's a delicious flavor.
Hi.
It's cologne.
No, there's something wrong with this.
No, there isn't.
No, it isn't.
Wait a minute. Hey, I'm
Were you bullied as a child? Were you bullied?
I'm gonna just tell you one story that's gonna make you very sad.
Go ahead. Give me a story.
When I went to the bathroom, you know, and you close the door to go to the
mean here?
bathroom.
Okay.
No, when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
They put lighter fluid under the door and light it.
Who's they?
Oh.
In high school.
The other students?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Why? Because you were...
Because I was fat, because I was different, because I sang songs, because...
Were you joyous as a kid, or were you...
Joyous, very. My whole
when
life
kids
has
are
been...
lighting the bathroom
My
on
whole
fire.
life has been, can I make somebody happy? Can I make somebody laugh?
I know you love women, and I know you fuck tons of broads, and that's
Yes.
your business.
You know something right
But
now.
were you
I'm leaving here.
Were you perceived as effeminate as a child?
Yeah, I was perceived more than effeminate, different, a little silly.
You didn't try to disguise when you were in high school. Did you try to tone down your natural?
I tried, but wearing my mother's heels to class.
No, you come on, be serious.
No, I was me. I always was me. There's a lot of people.
This is you.
There's a lot of people in this world that are afraid to be themselves.
Are you hosting the Pride Parade? What did I read?
No, I'm in the Macy. I'm in the the Thanksgiving Day
2013,
parade.
Richard appeared at an LA Pride kickoff party.
I went there and taught a class.
You did?
Yeah, taught an exercise class, and
Was that a great day?
gave a lecture about the smoking and the drugs and the drinking and how it was going to age them, and that it's okay to have a good time, but not like this. And then I said to them, you have parents that cry themselves to sleep every night because they're worried about you.
When kids would light the fire,
Under the stall door.
Did your mother was your father dead already?
No, I never told my parents.
Why?
I mean, I used to be hit with a baseball bat in elementary school in the head until I fell on the floor. But I never could tell my parents.
Why?
The thing is,
why didn't you tell your parents?
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Because my father was 50 when I was born. My mother was 38. So I didn't want to do anything to upset them.
But don't you go to a parent for protection? Don't you think that is something? If you had a child,
I had to deal with it on my own.
You did.
I had to.
How did you deal with it? Did you fight? Did you physically fight?
No, but words are the most powerful weapon. So this guy kept hitting me in the head with the baseball bat for a long time until I just said to him, "I'm bleeding. I've done nothing to you." But both his parents were alcoholics, so it's the family tree.
And you felt bad for him?
I felt very sad for him, but he came home and his father was drunk. And
did you go to college?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I began in Lafayette, Louisiana. Then I went to Florida State, and they sent me on an exchange program to Florence, Italy.
Did life get better for you when you went to college? Did you suddenly get accepted? I mean, it sounds like a horrible, horrible childhood.
Well, I mean...
Did you get accepted into college?
You find the people in your life that accept you and love you unconditionally. But sometimes you have to go through a lot of people.
Because back then, people weren't as accepting as they are now.
Yeah, well, you know what? We live in a world now that's not very accepting. I hate to tell you that.
No, it's not.
You know, I mean,
but a
you can
little
go-
more. It's some
you know,
places.
just a little more. It's like our country doesn't treat seniors the way they should be treated. You know, we see an obese kid and we yell at them and call them names. That's not the way to do it. I mean, last week I put like 30 kids under the age of 18 on food programs, telling them like, "Oh, are you getting bored with this conversation?"
No. I was actually.
You know, it's
thinking
like
it was
I'll
nice.
say, okay.
I think this is the most honest you've ever been.
Yeah, no fried foods for 30 days.
Right.
Red meat once a week. You know, portions. I write everything down.
What did you have for breakfast today?
I had a little Raisin Bran because I had to get
move your bowels. How many times a day do you move your bowels?
Oh my!
I'm seriously. How many-
Now
we're getting too personal.
you don't want me to come over there, and then you talk about my bowels. Okay.
This is how he gets
No,
close.
no, 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 no,
no, no. I don't want to hug.
Wait. Does Howard want to see you? Does Howard not want to see you?
I want to thank Richard Simmons for coming in. I want to
Where
say,
is he? Now, wait a minute.
wait, no. For more information, Richard, I don't want to hug.
Did you
For
see
more,
Jurassic Park?
let me thank you first of all, and tell people for more information on the Richard
What is
Simmons.
Richard there for? What is he there for?
Let me do this. On the Richard Simmons project, Hope,
Okay,
and
you
his
can go to the website.
what?
HopeUnlimited.org.
Hope
and
Unlimited.
That's where I'm building the wells and everything.
Good for you. And RichardSimmons.com is another
You know
place.
what? You're not aging.
No, I refuse.
No, I'm being serious, Howard.
Yeah, aren't you nice? Thank you.
Just a minute.
I don't want to kiss you.
I didn't ask you to
Yeah,
kiss
but you're
me.
moving in like you want to
I
kiss.
want to look more into your eyes because when I'm in your eyes, it's just an ocean of love.
Oh, that is just so silly. That is so.
Okay, when you're with
bullshitty.
your wife, do you say romantic things?
Yeah.
Like what?
I said something
Like
romantic
what?
to her. I
What?
said
Like
thank,
what?
the other day. I said thank you for marrying me.
Okay, I asked you if I could do a charity event with your wife, and you laughed in my face the last time. I don't like people to laugh in my
What?
face. Do you
I'm
want
not
to
la-
find?
Wait.
Do you want to
Back
find a
up.
dead? Do you want to find a dead horse in your bed like The Godfather?
Can I just say something? You're
How could
spitting
you
all
do
over
that,
me. You must
Richard?
calm down.
Okay.
All right, listen. Richard, thank you for coming. I'm so glad you came. No, don't touch my hands.
Okay, here.
Thank you. No, don't touch my scarf. Don't touch my shirt. Don't touch anything on me because I don't want to smell like your perfume all day.
I don't have perfume on.
You do.
I took a shower.
No,
I
your
have.
perfume.
Maybe the soap had a little.
All right, I just want to say thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah.
And I wish you luck.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. And I wish you luck with Project Hope. All right?
I want you to say one little romantic thing to me.
All right. Okay.
No, see, just a little something. It has to be long.
I told you I like you. You're a good guy. All right?
That's not enough.
That's it.
No, that's not enough.
Stop it. Stop
Just
it.
one. I'll leave.
You have coffee breath.
I didn't drink coffee. Okay, listen to me. Look, I'm not going to touch you.
We're too close.
Okay, all right. Wait, how's this?
All right, thank you.
Wait, how's this?
Yeah, right. Stop it. All right, I'm going to end this now.
Can I
This
just
Is this
one
uncomfortable?
romantic, just
Yes, it's uncomfortable.
No, just say something romantic to
All
me.
right. I think you're a very good person. I really
That's not
truly
romantic.
do. I think you're a great guy.
What about my face?
What about it?
I'm saying.
What am I going to say about that
Go
face?
ahead.
That
You're,
fabulous face.
Don't say. Oh, no, I know what you were going to say.
What?
No, I know, and that would be hurtful.
What?
We've been getting
Oh.
along so well right now. Why?
All right, I'm going to say something romantic, okay? You want something romantic? I'll give it to you. You have beautiful balls. I wish I could
have-
tongue your
what?
balls. All right, you want to get romantic? Let's go. I wish I could.
That was so unnecessary.
What?
I'm not.
You
one of
just
these
said, let's
people
do
that
something
people that
romantic.
Come in here and you say those things too.
I wish I could take my tongue and run it up your balls.
Gary,
Is that romantic enough?
Just say something sweet about me.
What? Do you think that's romantic, Gary?
I do.
Yeah.
I wish somebody
You're
would.
in trouble.
I wish somebody would say that about my balls.
Okay,
What do you
just-
think of what I said to you? Does that turn you on?
I think it was horrifying and disgusting.
Why?
You wouldn't like that?
Yeah, let me ask you.
That is not wrong. You said you wanted something.
Maybe 15 or 20 minutes more therapy.
No, stop. All right,
I'm
I'm going to say
serious.
something nice.
Okay.
You have a happy face, and I like that. Okay? All right. That's it.
Can I have one little kiss? Can
What?
you act like
Are
you
you
just
insane? Stop
Wait,
it.
can
I
I-
don't want to kiss you.
Okay.
All
Wait,
right.
can I have a little?
I want to thank
Can I
Richard.
have a handshake?
A what?
A handshake.
No.
No.
I don't want-
Would a friendly hello
He can give
do
you
it?
a fist bump.
Shut
Want
up.
a fist bump? A friendly fist bump? No. Don't touch my hand like that. Stop it. You're killing me. You're killing me.
It really
You're
hurts.
going to make the break like 8 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just say this. What if I just lick your hand?
No, Richard, I do love. Get over there. Get over there.
And now, Planet of the Apes.
Richard Simmons, everybody, and please go to richardsimmons.com and go to
Project Hope Unlimited.
Project Hope
to
Unlimited.
Help me with our children.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. The great Richard Simmons, and thank you, Richard, for being here. I love it. I love you.
Sal, you've shown your schlong to so many people over the years. Where does this rank? I mean, what's going through?
Number one. It was amazing. What a great feeling.
Are you a little upset that you watched the
two
schmegma?
greatest moments in my life is when my children were born and showing my penis to Richard Simmons. I feel so good. And I kissed him.
Are you regretful that you didn't have more schmegma on you this time?
No, this was fine. This was just enough. And I've never had a masculine man like a macho man, look at my penis and throw something at it. It was pretty wild.
I'm going to the bathroom. Do you have to come to the bathroom?
Well, I just wanted to hear what Dick Simmons thinks about Howard Stern.
I love Howard. If he was not married, I would marry him. There you go. I would just marry him. I love him. I can't think of too many people I can say that about.
Video conferencing makes it feel like we're all in the same room. You can launch or join a meeting.
It's all white, like...
Turn on the light. It'll be white. It'll be even whiter.
Build trust, get more done.